Hi there, how are you? I'm here to talk about the economic prizes that each Mr. Olympia bodybuilding category receives. Competitors from 1st to 5th place earn a lot of money, but from 6th place onwards, they don't receive any. As you have already seen in the title and thumbnail, I'm going to give you my opinion. I'm saying it straight away. They shouldn't be paid equally. I'm going to justify it. First of all, they receive economic prizes. Not just a medal and a trophy for the winners of each category and the top 5. This money comes from advertisers, from sponsorships, by all those companies behind, whether it's during the live stream or all those logos and names that show up in the background, even the merchandising they provide to the bodybuilders in the audience. A lot of money comes from there. They also earn quite a bit from ticket sales because people pay to be there in person. A lot of people attend. Additionally, they earn $75 for each person who buys the live stream to watch it, which in my opinion is too much, by the way. Besides this, the IFBB uploads videos to YouTube, Instagram, and other social networks and monetizes them, making more money. And from other sources, they make quite a bit of cash, with which they pay the bodybuilders who obviously deserve a prize. They are literally risking their health and lives. It's a discipline that requires a lot of effort, sacrifice, and discipline to reach the top. Also really expensive. Coaches, trainers, gym, food, supplements, steroids, and more. So I'm going to tell you how much each category earns. Derek Lunsford, the Open winner, takes home $400,000. Hadi Chupan, $150,000. Samson, $100,000. Brandon Curry, $40,000. And Andrew Jacket, $35,000. From 6th place onwards, they don't earn anything. They don't even get a thank you for participating. The 212 category earns $50,000, $20,000, $10,000, $6,000, and $4,000. In the classic physique category, the most important after the Open, the 1st and 2nd place earn the same as the 212, $50,000, and $20,000. From here, there's a difference of a few thousands, $12,000, $7,000, and $6,000. The men's physique earns exactly the same as the classic division. And here comes the funny part. There are 6 female bodybuilding categories. Yes, 6. There are more than male categories. And they earn the same as classic, men's, and 212. And this is what I disagree with. Besides, the wheelchairs bodybuilders earn $0. They don't get anything. They could at least give them supplements. You know, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, anything. I have a question for you. How many people would watch the Mr. Olympia if we remove the Open category? Half the audience, very few, indeed. And if we remove Open and Classic, we'll be lucky if even a third of the audience watches it now, because those categories are the ones who run the entire business. And consequently, they should be rewarded accordingly. Open already is well paid. I think it's great, although I believe that the others in the top should also earn something. For example, $5,000, $4,000, $3,000, $2,000, $1,000, something. Okay. I don't think it's fair for Chris Bumstead to be earning $50K, the same amount as every female category winner. They earn the same as the classic winner, who is the star of bodybuilding, and Ramon Dino, who also has millions of Brazilian fans. We could even discuss whether Dino and Chris Bumstead bring in more audience than Open. I don't know, but they bring in a lot of audience and fans. So, I think they should earn in proportion to what they generate. How can this be known? By surveying the audience, after all. They have social media with millions of followers. Simply by studying the audience levels or the interest in each category in their live events. By creating a committee of experts in the field to analyze and draw conclusions and come up with something. There are many ways. This is not utopian at all. It can be achieved. In fact, we have the example of the Arnold Classic, which does pay differently to all categories. And this is wonderful because even the winner of the Arnold Classic, the Classic Physique category, earns more than in the Olympia, whereas in the Open they earn less, just to give you an idea, okay? Samson Dauda, $300,000, Nick Walker, $120,000, Andrew, $70,000, $37,500, $20,000, and here comes what I think is brilliant, $12,000, $2,000, $2,000, $2,000, $2,000. The other participants also get paid, not only the top 5. The classic physique competitors earn $60,000, $30,000, $20,000, $7,000, $4,000, and $2,000. There are 7 participants and the last one doesn't receive any prize, unfortunately. But the men's physique, here's the surprise. They don't get paid $50,000 like in the Olympia. They don't get paid the same as in classic, no. $10,000 to the winner, $6,000, $4,000, $3,000, and $1,000 downwards. And it's logical. I mean, who watches men's physique? I do, but most people are only watching Open and Classic and maybe 212. This is interesting, but I think it's fair. The bikini category in the Arnold earns the same as men's. But on the other hand, wellness earns less. $7,000, $4,000, $3,000, $2,000, $1,000. And this also seems fine to me, because among the female categories there are also some that have more and less interest. And I think you can agree with me that the one with the most audience and interest is bikini. And maybe wellness. Okay, the other bodybuilding categories, it's a shame, but they don't attract as much. The conclusion I want to draw is each category should earn according to what they generate. Consequently, the economic prizes for classic ought to be increased a bit more, followed by probably 212 and then men's physique, followed now by the other female categories. There's also something else to consider in my opinion, which is the difficulty of these categories or even the sacrifice. It's not as difficult to have the physique of Derek Lunsford as it is for the 60-kilo bikini winner. Personally, I think you can even be natural and be in bikini. Among the female categories, I believe the most difficult in terms of what you have to sacrifice and do to get there would be the Miss Olympia, the biggest ones, and I think the easiest would be bikini, although it generates the most. On the other hand, there is the fitness, who, although they don't have a muscle requirement as great as the Miss Olympia, they do have to do flips, acrobatics, and some crazy things. I can't even imagine what it must be like to train for that. I know this sounds very nice, but I don't see it as feasible, so I think it would be easier to reward them only based on what they generate. Personally, talking about female categories, the one I will pay the most would be bikini and maybe Miss Olympia. The same amount as men's physique, which is probably the male category that generates the least audience. I don't think it takes a lot of money to make this possible. It would only be necessary to better adjust what each category earns by reducing or increasing the amount in question. To summarize, I think the prizes should be proportional to the money that each category generates, and I would like that the difficulty will be taken into account, although it is not easy to achieve. For me, the order should be Open, Classic, 212, Men's and Bikini, Miss Olympia, and so on. It's like the big controversy with women's and men's soccer. People complain that they don't get paid the same. They are oppressed. Well, fair enough. How much do they generate? This also happens within men's soccer. Every player earns differently according to what they generate. Anyway, let's leave it here. Let me know your opinion in the comments below. See you next time.